it's a fucking cutworm living his best life in my
So I don't know about you, but I start every one of my trips to the garden with a walkthrough. And this video is a couple of weeks old now because I got so distracted with getting the garden set up and more things like that. Editing is a bit of a deal breaker. But anyway, I start with my walkthrough. I typically make a list the day before for the things that I need to get accomplished. And this is just a walkthrough. So walk with me. So this is my potato and onion area, and it's a work in progress. When I have the bandwidth, I will post the video of me constructing the tower and all of that.
they gone, girl.
And this is my mom's bed. I need to get better at making sure I check on it, but I kind of set her bed up and forget it. And I'm glad of that. But it was one of the things on the list to make sure I had filled the Oyas, and it's done. So this is me not using my foresight. And well, at the time, I did not know that my tomatoes had grew roots on the side as they're in the covered bed that I have. And so I'm setting out the carrots, and I was going to give the entire uh, fabric pot to the carrots. And then,
How about it's a fucking cutworm living his best life in my in my damn covered bed. I know it's something in there. to himself. I kind of wish I had done my carrots different, because I just sprinkled them on the top of the pot. And now I'm like, damn, I need to put my, I should have put my original thought, which was to make a hole for the cucumber, for the tomato. Because the ones that you gave me are officially hardened. And we need to be hot. Do is this. And I'm going to plant this like this.
So ordinarily, I would not plant trees with cardboard at the bottom, and I'm fixing the yard guys picked these planters last year with their weed whacker. So I'm just trying to create a little wall where the crack is, so water just won't leak out, and I just won't be using dirt. These trees are going to have to be replanted eventually, but this is the container that I have for them right now. And since it's two of them, I wanted them to be the same. So it just is what it is. So one of my dilemmas was determining if I wanted to put my moringa trees in pots that I wouldn't have to worry about them in again for a while, or if I just wanted to keep them small, because I think I started 5 seeds, because it was a complete accident, like how many I started anyways, because they dropped into the water, and I was like, well, they're already done. They were already wet, and I couldn't just put them back with the rest. And my aunt and I share seeds and stuff, and I wanted her to have a moringa tree, and so things that I don't get a chance to purchase, she will, and vice versa. So I think I made my decision, which was to put the two moringas in the matching pots and put my tomato in that bucket. And I do have another bucket at home, but I was trying to create like my own little
herb thing where the herbs hang out. So I cut out pieces of the bucket, and ever since then I've just been stuck with that bucket. But my intention will probably be to get some burlap to put on the bucket, and go from there. So I'm gonna straighten up this tree while I can. And so I reinforced these pots because these are last year's pots. I grew tomatoes in them, and they held up really well. Like my tomatoes did well in them. But this year, or last year though, they kind of got cut up, and these are the dollar store pots. And I was just kind of like, didn't want to put anything else in them at the time, was my thought process. But then I decided that I would keep my pots rather, and use them for something else. So um, now I have 3 moringa trees. With the first one, I planted basil with it. With these, I think I'll just leave alone. I won't plant anything with them. I will let them do their own thing. Because the self watering, I don't really care if it self waters. Um, I do want it to not be not continue to be hit though. I don't want the yard man to hit it. Oh. So one of the projects that I got to do on the list today was to make sure the zucchini grows upright. So I put one of these tabs in, and then I put just a single one, or I put a single one at the bottom, and then I did a double at the top. So I'm hoping it'll keep the leaves from touching the ground. I've been running a lot of interference on the miter bug, the leaf miter. So what wasn't on film today got caught. Ants biting me. Oh.